Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for the very first time. So, today's video is going to be me kind of just exploring a new plateau, a new level, new frequency, new dimension that I am embarking on. It's definitely given it's giving full energy. Okay, the full card. Wow. Nabo making an appearance. Hello, Bochiki. Hello. You're joining today's video? Okay. Let's get the butt out there. Let's get, let's get the ass out the camera. Okay. Okay. So, yes, it's largely just going to be me tapping into this energy. I do have my This Might Hurt Tarot. I do feel like I'm going to want to end off with some advice from this deck. But let's go ahead and tap into it. I feel like that girl from that TikTok with her thing. But yeah, let's see how much I can do. I'm on day 2 of my period here. So yeah, and it's been a crazy time. Okay, so we're just gonna try to get this out because it's coming through strongly, and I kind of want to turn this to like a series. Again, this feels like I know I'm embarking on a new journey, and this feels like something I actually want to share and express, and yeah, really tap into. Now I have a hair in my mouth. Okay. So integration is going to be so key and so important to me. That feels like the new level that I am in. And this is not to say that I have not went through previous states where integration was key, was important, where that was the message, that was the call, that was the task, that's what needed to be done, right? I knew all that I knew, had all that I had, just needed to do some integrating of all of my level ups, of all of my clearing, my cleansings, my healings, right? It's like now it's just a matter of integrating it, integrating this new way of living, of seeing life, of doing things with my current way, right? And then that's like a very spiritual way of looking at it. But of course, there are other experiences of having to integrate things, integrate myself within things. Okay, within systems is what I'm hearing. So obviously, like, this is not a new word for me, but I know that is a huge thing that I'm going to be focusing on. So anyway, I got that, that message has kind of been coming through for some days now. But then earlier today, I was thinking, literally not too long ago, I had a moment where it kind of just dawned on me that, so many of us are living in a space of like the grind, the hustle, like everything, like life is leading up to these big moments that we're anticipating. Like everything we're doing day to day is leading up to that big goal, that big dream that we have, that job, that relationship, that success point, whatever. It's like I'm doing everything for the sake of this. Like I'm going to sacrifice this, and that for the sake of this. I'm going to put my head down and just grind till I get to what I want. And that's so natural. And that belief, right, is something that we largely integrated within our own realities, within our own self systems, okay, being, right? And I really just was like, fuck that. Like, obviously, there are so many things I want to do, and so many things that, I would love to be attached to my legacy, and there are things that I'm actively working towards. There are things that I want to do, but I'm definitely not actively working towards. And I don't really know how that's going to happen. But I just had this moment where I'm like, fuck that. Like, my life isn't just going to be about the steps it took to get that big thing, to accomplish that, to have that, to acquire that, whatever it is. No matter how big it is, no matter how important it is, no matter how much I want it, that's not what my life is going to be. My life is not going to start once I achieve a certain thing or have a certain thing, have a certain relationship, have a certain love life, have a certain job, have a certain address, have a certain amount of money in a bank. Like, these are not things that, again, not to say I don't care about these things. Pisces moon, second house. Oh, I care about these things. Aquarius, Venus in my first house. Yeah, I definitely will live a life and will do things to where I'm treating myself to a nice life. I'm going to have it, okay? Not gonna suffer. No, not at all. But my life is so much more than those big things, okay? And now we come back to, okay, so how does this connect to integration and all of that? So when I think of integration, at least for like this first phase that I'm kind of in, I really think about grounding and how important it is to ground myself in the current present moment. How all the insight and the messages in a way that God, source, energy, love, the purpose of all of this, how often it shows up and it's blatantly in my face. But again, I'm so caught up in the big things, the big goals, the big breakthroughs, the big revelations, the big moments, right? That I'm missing all the beauty, all the purpose, all the reminders, all the connecting that I'm having with nature, with source, with God, with myself, with my ancestors, with others. The actual experiences, right? It's like I'm kind of missing out on that, waiting for the big things. So I'm really going to focus on grounding and being in the present moment and understanding a divine moment when it's happening right in front of me. And here's the thing, newsflash, everything is divine. So I just feel like those things are connected. We need to, hold on. It's not just about that one big moment where you and others can see you did something, you accomplished something, you're capable of doing something, you're capable of having something. Every step you take towards a goal, every step you take towards yourself, bettering yourself, loving yourself, bettering the planet, loving the planet, all of that matters. It's not just when you're recognized, it's not just when you make that big break or you have that big break. It's all of those steps, it's all of those days that you show up. It's every day you decide to show up. It's every day I decide to show up and integrate all that I've learned and integrate all of the messages, the downloads, the confirmations, the reassurance that I'm receiving. It's being so fully integrated, or being able to so fully integrate the truth of why I'm here, what this is, to the point where I can naturally have even more gratitude and appreciation for life itself. Because when I'm able to slow down and really have an understanding of why I'm here, and it's not just, again, those big moments, it's the everyday things that we might just brush off. The more I'm able to sit with that truth, right, the easier it's going to be for me to be in the present, taking it day by day, and not looking back and being like, I wish I slowed down more, or I wish. One of my biggest things I don't want to have when I'm older, just a moment I don't want to have. I don't want to have all these regrets. I don't want to wish I said something. I don't want to wish I did something. I don't want to wish that I was more of myself, or was trying to live a life more for myself. I don't want to have all these big regrets. And so I kind of feel, and that might not be like your big life goal or promise to yourself, but that's kind of the energy. So even if what I'm going through and explaining, it's not necessarily exactly what you're going through, I definitely feel like this is a collective vibe for sure. It's kind of like old promises that we made to ourselves are being brought up. Like, hey, do you remember this? Is this still a promise that you're keeping? Do you need help to kind of keep this promise to yourself? Do you need support? Do you need reassurance? Do you need reasons why this promise came up in the first place? Like, what do you need? Let's get it to you. That's kind of the collective vibe. Okay, I really don't want to make this long. I want to get the message out. But I definitely feel like integration is going to be so important for me. And I think like the first kind of part of that is really grounding and being present. And not just seeing my life as, okay, I'm doing this to get this, and then I'm going to be doing this to get this. Like, it's not so in a line, right? Kind of seeing myself more as a point than a line. Seeing my existence more as a point versus a line, okay? It's kind of like those things you have for cats. What is it called? Like lasers? Yeah, lasers. Because that's apparently what lasers are for, just to play with cats. But yeah, it's like you never know where that red light, that red spot, red dot, red point is gonna spawn next, right? Like the person who has it obviously knows, but there really is no like direction to it, at least not how I do it. Yeah, okay, even though this video feels very personal, I feel like somebody's going to resonate with it, but I do want to end off with a card for collective advice. What do we need to be doing right now for our highest good? Okay, what is our best course of action? Yes, Bochiki. Page of Pentacles. Seeing opportunity in life in a lot more things than you have before. This is, instead of having the attitude of someone who, is always turning your nose up at something, or not feeling like a lot of things is worth your time, or quickly judging a book by its cover. This is taking out the time to be like, can I do something with this? This is having gratitude for the blessings that you already have. This is kind of the energy of like, hey, there are things in your life, people, places, things, like whatever in your life that can totally make you happy, that can totally level you up, that is such a gold mine, it's such a find, it's like literally gifted to you, and you're kind of not seeing it, or you're not seeing it like that. So the advice here is to kind of reflect on what you might be overlooking, who you might be overlooking. This might be kind of walking back to a door that you shut the door way too fast on it. Like, something about this Page of Pentacles is very much like, everybody else might not have seen the value in this, but I feel like I can do something. I feel like I can do something with this. Someone here really needs to go all in with a group here, with creating something with the group. You're like the final piece to the puzzle, okay? You're exactly what someone is looking for here, some people is looking for here. You just need to see it that way. Yeah. Anything else? No? Okay. Okay. I'm feeling called to wrap that up. Like I said, this could be kind of like a journey with me type segment here. I'm not really sure. But yeah, integration, grounding, gratitude, reflection. This is turning all that you know yourself to be, and materializing that, turning that into something here. Okay, don't be ashamed, don't be hesitant to turn a situation in your favor. Something that could have potentially really harmed you, or put you in a fucked up situation, but it didn't turn out like that. Don't be afraid to lean into that, or to gain something from it. Don't be afraid to gain something from your experiences, to turn your experiences into something. Because you never know who you're going to reach. Okay, who you're going to connect with. This Lovers card is popping out. I really want to show you guys what it is. A bit of nudity, so I'll keep it really short, really simple. But again, that really just gives, you never know who you're going to connect with, who you are going to awaken, who you are going to inspire. By you turning something that looks like nothing, or it seems like nothing to you, but it really turns into something big here. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. What is something that for you it's like, no, like that's no big deal, or that's nothing, nobody's gonna care. Dive into that. Right, this is taking up a project, taking up a charity, taking up something here that everybody is like, don't even waste your time. And you're like, nah, I could do something with this. I could do something with this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. That last little point I just made reminded me that I need to finish watching Hancock, because in that movie, right, there's this guy, I think his name's Ray. I haven't finished it yet. Who decides to be Hancock's this like superhero type guy, or more in a superhero, super villain kind of in the beginning type guy. No, I don't even think he was a super villain, just misunderstood. Anyway, this guy really trying to work with this superhero and kind of like be his PR guy, right? And everybody is like, don't do it, don't waste your time, like it's not gonna happen, he's not a good guy, like lost cause. Literally, that's the energy. Something that feels or looks like a lost cause to the naked eye is not a lost cause to you, collective, because you can see further than that, because you have better foresight than that to just look at something at face value. You know that there's something more to something, to someone, and you'll be patient. You'll be patient with this. With the Queen of Swords. So we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. This is, you're moving in the right direction, and don't be hesitant to be patient with things. Okay, a rushed mind can definitely be a stressed mind. Okay, so slow it down, and that's what you're doing. So don't let anybody speed up your process. Like, there's a method to your madness, collective, and your advice is just to stick to it. And don't waste too much time trying to explain it. Many won't get it. I'll tell you that. Many people won't get the method to your madness. They eventually will, and I promise you, by the time they do, you won't care. So don't even waste too much energy trying to explain it. That's not your responsibility. If they care enough, if they're meant to see it and see the vision play out, they will. Okay. But don't waste too much time trying to explain the method to your madness, okay? It's your madness and it's your methods. And if you're too busy explaining it, you're not living it. You're not embodying it, okay? This is really the energy of walking the walk. You can talk all day. You can, spew all this if you want to, but are you actually walking the walk? That's what we're going to see. That's what I see moving forward. We're really going to see like that huge, like spiritual renaissance type energy that happened back in 2020. Honestly, for many, even starting before that. But definitely a boom within 2020. Okay, we're really gonna see how many people is actually like who really went through some shit. I'll say these past 7 years, and who really went through some shit and alchemized that. We're gonna true alchemists are going to be and are already being revealed. I don't know if that's Pluto in retrograde. I don't know, or yeah, something here. True alchemists are being revealed. And those that were just talking about it are being revealed as well. Those that really went through this, but came out of it to create this, are really being revealed. And I'll tell you a key way of knowing is this just came through. I'm hearing a happy home. How was that? How is your home life looking? How much are you prioritizing a happy home? How important is that to you? How much do you know that the place to which you call home and you lay your head and the comfort that you feel within that, how much like do you know like how important that is? People that feel like home, not just places that feel like home, people that feel like home. Can you recognize when someone doesn't feel like home, and what are you doing about that? All of these questions should already have answers. You got split energies here. You got people still not getting it, and that's okay. Oh my God, that's okay. People still not getting it. People that's getting it. I don't know where you rather be. I know where I am. I know where I can sometimes find myself, but I know how to always get back here because this is played out. Being confused, conflicted, not listening to your intuition, thoughts literally working against yourself. Maybe in an environment within relationships, something here working against yourself. I know this all too well. And I'm getting very, very familiar with this. This is definitely a journey, and I can't wait to dive into it more. Stay true, collective. Stay loving. That's what I will say. Like, there's so many videos, gurus, books, whatever you can pick up trying to tell you how to live and trying to tell you how to survive, especially moving forward. I promise you, the most important thing, living in love always being in your life, love always being within the conversation, within the connection, in the room, love always being there. Love for self, love for others, the understanding of love, like it, that's going to always be the answer. It's not going to be how much money you have. It's not going to be the people you know. It's not going to be how many people agree with you on the internet. It's not. It's going to always be love. That's what's always going to be like, that's what's always going to kind of bring you back and bring you back in the present moment. That's what's going to ground you. That's what's going to get you able to forgive yourself, to let go, to forgive others, to move on, to laugh, to live again, to try again. That is what is going to keep you pushing. It's love. So continue on with that, love and truth. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but love and truth, love and honesty. You got that in your arsenal. You got that in your toolbox. You're fucking set, dude. I promise you. All these people saying you need this, you need that. And yes, make sure your resources are stocked. Make sure you have what you have on a very literal, non-literal sense, okay? Get serious. But I promise you, something you never want to run out of is love and truth. And your ability to know it, to embody it, to seek it, to recognize it, to not push it away, to not shame it, to not hide from it, to not chase it, because it's everywhere. And as long as it's within you, you don't ever got to chase it. You don't got to chase the truth. You know the truth. You don't got to chase love. You are love. Love is all around you. Love is never hiding. Love is never trying to get away from you. The truth is never trying to get away from you. Yeah, can you tell I haven't did a reading, like a collective reading in a minute, because so many messages want to come through. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up. If you want to book a personal reading, a personal session with me, where we basically just do this on a very personal note and get your life together, okay, you can go to SystarTarot.com, SYSTAR TAROT.com to book a reading, okay? Or email me at SystarTarot@gmail.com. Period. Peace out.